Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. We are so happy and honored that you're taking a few minutes this afternoon or evening, depending on where you're located, to join us and learn a little bit more about Park Lane Jewelry. Regardless of where you're located or who invited you, we are thrilled to have you here. So let me introduce myself. Actually, you know what I might do really quickly is just mute the lines just so that we have a clear recording. But by any means, you guys, if you've got questions, if something's not clear, raise your hand, take yourself off mute. I want this to be as informal and easy to understand as possible. So please feel free to do that. But my name is Christy Goodman, and I am a stylist here at Park Lane Jewelry. I have been with the company for almost 3 years. I can't believe it's going to be my 3-year anniversary. But I've been in the direct sales industry and in jewelry sales for 13 years. I live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So if you hear a little bit of an East Texas accent, that's what it is. I can't help myself. But I've got 2 teenage daughters. They are 14 and 18. So you can feel a little bit sorry for me. But they have literally grown up with their mama selling jewelry. So that's kind of all that they know. But I'm excited to share with you guys more about Park Lane tonight. So, you know, many of you might have been invited to this. Maybe you are a hostess from a party. Maybe you just recently shopped to the collection. Maybe you're the bestie of a stylist that recently joined us. Or maybe you are somebody that's with another direct sales company and you are curious about our direct to point program. Regardless of what brought you here, we are thrilled for you to get the information about Park Lane. We're very partial to the company, but we're excited for you to get to learn all the details that we have to share. But I typically like to cover 5 questions that I get asked often when people are asking me about what I do or about the company. So I'm going to start there. And then if you guys have questions that I don't answer, by all means, please feel free to ask those at any time. But the questions I typically get asked are, you know, why direct sales? Why would somebody want to consider that? Why jewelry? You know, why did I pick that? Or what do I think is awesome about that? Why Park Lane Jewelry? The 4th question being, why now? Why is now a good time? And then the 5th question is, can I do this? Like, I've never done this before, or maybe I have, but I don't know if I should switch companies. So anyways, I'll address all of those questions. So first of all, why direct sales? And I think we could probably ask several of the ladies on here that already do direct sales, and we would probably get lots of different answers. But first and foremost, what I love the most and what I hear from most of the people that join is that it is flexible. I mentioned I have 2 teenage daughters. When I started in this business, they were 18 months old, 5 years old. I had a corporate job. My husband and I own another business, and I probably had no business doing this. But one of the reasons why I decided to try it is I thought it might be kind of fun. It might be something for mama because we had focused on everything else. And I thought I could do this flexibly around my other responsibilities. Hold on real quick. I hear somebody not on mute, and I just want to make sure we've got the recording good. So hold on one second, you guys. This is always so hard being the speaker as well as the technology guru. So, okay. So, anyway, but it's flexible. And the reason I bring that up first is because 90% of us do this on top of another job. So I'm going to quickly just ask for those of y'all that are not, that have your camera on, if you are a stylist and you have another job, will you raise your hand? Okay, so you can see there are several, you know, most people, there's Jennifer waving. Jennifer's a pharmaceutical rep. So most people have another job. And so and if they don't, they've got life. We all have life. And so whether it's children, whether it's aging parents, whether it's you're in retirement, whatever it is, the flexibility is beautiful because at Park Lane, we have no minimums. So you can literally pick when you want to do this business. So that's the first thing I love about direct sales. Secondly, there is incredible income potential and it can be quick. So my best friend actually joined me in this business, oh gosh, 12 years ago or something. She was laid off by AT&T and she jumped in to sell jewelry with me. And one of the things that she has always said is, she's actually now back in corporate, but she has always said, I will always teach my children that this industry is amazing because you can start this week and you can have a paycheck next week. And I know right now with the pandemic going on, and there's lots of life change in people's lives, whether it's you personally, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your family needing to lean on you more, this is a place where you can actually earn income immediately. And at Park Lane, we get paid weekly. So that's beautiful. The other thing that, again, you could probably poll the group here and you get the answer of that they love the supportive community, especially right now. We are all craving connection. We are all craving support. And even though we're not getting together, I've been on Zoom with several of these ladies several times this week for different reasons. Not that you have to be, but we are always connecting, training, supporting, and building each other up. And that is invaluable in life. And so if you've never done this, or you are coming and thinking about this from another company, we have got the most supportive team that you could ever imagine. And we are there for each other. And that community is one of the things I love so much about direct sales. So let's talk about the second question, why jewelry? Okay, first thing is, and this is gonna kind of sound silly, you guys, but it's simple and it does not require much education. So I like to joke that you show somebody a piece of jewelry, maybe well, this is actually retired, I won't show you that. You show somebody jewelry and they're like, is it cute or not? Like, that's pretty much the science that goes into it. You know, every now and then I get asked a question about, what's it made of or that kind of thing. But typically it's basically, is it cute or not? It doesn't require much education from a standpoint of, if it's a health and wellness product or a skincare or something like that. I spent 13 years in pharmaceutical sales myself, educating doctors. And so when I got into jewelry, I was like, this is easy. Women just want to know, is it cute or is it not? So I love that about it. The other thing is it's super simple to sell online and from home. If y'all could see my desk, I actually have a party starting at 6 o'clock Central Time. So here in about 20 minutes, I got everything right here. And it's easy just to be right here at my desk and to do this from home. So you just show the jewelry, in the camera, and you have good lighting and people can see what it looks like and can buy it right there. So that's another thing I love about jewelry. The other thing is that it's transportable. So you can take it to a coffee shop, to somebody's home. I did in-person parties for 12 years in this business. The other thing that it's great to do, you can take it, and I'll show you, we have these little jewelry rolls. Park Lane has these little jewelry rolls where you can roll up your jewelry, put this in your purse or suitcase, and take it on your vacation. Take it to your mother's house, take it to wherever you're going. We're headed skiing on Saturday, and I'm going to take a couple because there's a group of about 10 families going from the area I'm going, and they might want to buy some jewelry while I'm there. So I'm going to be taking some jewelry, but it's insanely portable. This summer, we decided on a whim to go to Florida. I was sick of the pandemic. I had 2 online parties scheduled. I packed up 5 of these, and from our condo, I propped up my cell phone with my Yeti and did my parties right there at the kitchen table. So that's another thing that's very simple. We do not carry any merchandise. We just have our sample pieces and that's it. So it's super simple in that regards. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, the other thing that I love about jewelry is it's very giftable. So right now, going into the spring season, you want to think about the spring holidays. We've got Mother's Day coming up. We've got Easter basket time. We have confirmations going on. We've got graduation. I have an 18-year-old graduating. So there's lots of gifting opportunities. And when polled, this is the statistic that I heard over the Christmas holiday, 47% of women would prefer jewelry as a gift over anything else. So it is something that at your parties, when you're talking about our amazing sale that we have, which I'll share in a second, you can share to use your, extra half price items, get some gifts and get those taken care of at an amazing price. So I love that jewelry is very giftable. Okay, number 3, why Park Lane? This is my favorite question. So first and foremost, we are the largest and longest standing direct sales jewelry company in the world. That's huge. We have been around for 65 years. Park Lane started in 1955. It is still family owned and operated. It was started by Shirley and Art Levine, husband and wife. She was 16, he was 18, and her family gave her $5,000 to start the company, which is the equivalent of $32,000 now. I can't imagine giving my 16-year-old that kind of money. But anyway, they must have had some sort of confidence in her. That's what they did. And now the company is owned by 3 of their sons. So it is still family owned and operated. It is debt-free, and we are cash rich. And going into a pandemic, let me tell you, that was one of the most comforting things to see so many companies suffering and so many companies closing. I knew that through the decades, Park Lane had been through the Cuban Missile Crisis. They had been through, I mean, everything. If you look decade to decade, it all, recessions, everything, Park Lane has stood firm. And having been with another company for 10 years, that was more of a startup, this made me feel very secure. And Park Lane was able to offer insane incentives to our customers and our stylists to help us not only survive, but our team grew at 350% during the pandemic. Okay, what else do I love about Park Lane? That we only sell jewelry. I love that Park Lane keeps it very simple. Having been in the business for so many years and coached so many other women to do this business, you really want a business that 90% are doing it as a side gig to be simple. The more products that are introduced, the more challenging it becomes from a stylist perspective. So it's very simple. But the way Park Lane has diversified is that we have gone into many different style types. So regardless of your style type, your demographic style type, your geography, we have something to sell to your customer base. We've got blingy, we've got classic, we've got trendy, we've got simple, you name it, we have it, in addition to every budget. So I love that we only sell jewelry. The best things about Park Lane, though, are our programs. Okay, so I'm going to go through a few of those. This is what really drew me to the company. Number one, we have an amazing customer sale. So if you've shopped one of our parties or you've shopped online, you know what I'm talking about. It's a sale that goes on anytime. And basically the way it works is when you buy 2 pieces full price, you can get up to 4 pieces half price, and your 4 half price are your most expensive. So when you offer a program like this, what happens is ladies don't want to not take advantage. So what I have found when I moved from my old company to Park Lane, my average customer order size went up because on average, people are spending between about $20 to $24 to about, $27, $32 per item. And they don't want to miss out on that. And so where they might have thought they wanted just 3 or 4 pieces, they end up going, oh no, I don't want to give up on those last 2 half price. I'll take advantage of that. So the sale is brilliant. We also offer free shipping at $90. So that has been huge, as well as an unconditional guarantee. So basically the way that works, which can give you confidence in selling to your customers, is if something happens to their product in the first 4 months, Park Lane replaces it for free, no questions asked. And then up to a year, it's a $10 replacement fee. Again, no questions asked. And that gives your customers confidence and knowing that their product is going to, the company stands behind it, as well as what companies do you know that do that with fashion jewelry? Not very many. And in fact, in general, not very many. So there are some amazing deals for our customers. Now for our hostesses, our Hostess Rewards plan is by far the best in the business. And if you've been in this business or you've hosted a party, you know that that is what gets people hosting. Number one, they love our sale. And they're like, you know what? Girlfriends share sales with girlfriends. Number two, and they have confidence in sharing something that's not so expensive. Hold on real quick. Let me mute her. Okay. That's the first reason people book. They love the sale and they want to share it with their friends. But secondly, we have an incredible hostess program where our hostesses actually get paid in free jewelry per order, regardless the size of the order. the beauty of that is that regardless of your hostess's demographic or, friend base, they can get amazing deals. If their friends can't spend $300 and $400 per order, it doesn't matter. If their friends can spend $20 to $30 per order, they still get the same amount in free jewelry per order. And I loved that. So our hostesses get free jewelry per order. In addition, they get half price pieces. Okay. And they get what we call our thank you item, which is any item up to $200 for just 25 bucks. They get spoiled. And when they host and their friend wants to host, when she goes to her friend's party, she gets another thank you gift, which is any item up to 200 for 25. So your hostesses love this. And like I can see Sarit is on here. Sarit was one of my hostesses last week. And she's waving. She had three host friends book parties. And so now she's going to get those thank you items, additional thank you items at their party. So it's really incredible. It's like the gift that keeps on giving. So that's what our hostesses get. Now let's talk about our stylist, which is, we really get spoiled. I think the number one word that is used to describe Park Lane Jewelry is generous. So first of all, we are one of the highest paid sales force in the industry. You can get paid from 30% up to 50% on your personal sales. And then if you choose to build and grow a team, you can also layer your income by doing that as well and earn additional percentages and helping those women, or our team helping those women have success. So insane commissions. The second thing is that they spoil us with is we have a monthly free jewelry program where you have the opportunity to earn anywhere from $250 up to $1,100 in free jewelry every single month. It's crazy. So it allows you to keep your commission in your pocket and to use the Park Lane free jewelry program to bring in additional jewelry to have as your display or to do giveaways with or whatever. But having come from another company, we didn't have something like this. And one of the biggest, frustrations that stylists has that they felt like they were spending their hard-earned money on additional samples. And at Park Lane, we can use that monthly free jewelry program. Plus, you can be a hostess for yourself as many times as you want and earn free jewelry as a hostess. In addition, there's a few really fun things. We have a Mercedes car program. In fact, I saw Paula on here. Paula wave. Paula just earned our Mercedes car program just last month. So that's exciting. But the great thing about that is Park Lane does not just reserve this for the creme de la creme of the company. You actually can begin earning that program at just our first leadership level, which is amazing. And if you choose not to get a Mercedes, you can just get a cash bonus. So that's amazing as well, because I'm the mama that drove a minivan for 13 years. And so I would not have been willing to give up my 17 cup holders if my kids were littler. So anyways, that's something to consider and something to have fun with. Another amazing thing is that Park Lane takes 2 trips a year, 2 typically international trips a year. Angelina, I see you at the top of my screen, so wave. Angelina and I have been on many trips. We've been to Rome, Italy. We've been to Grand Cayman. I went to Athens, Greece with Park Lane. What am I not thinking of? We've just earned a trip to Ireland. We haven't been able to take it because of the pandemic, but it's scheduled for 2022. Another trip to Bermuda, which we're going to be taking hopefully this summer. And right now we're all working toward a trip to Key West, which they've done a domestic trip this time due to the pandemic. So I'm kind of glad about that. But we just found out the resort today, and it is amazing. And it's all expenses paid, which is different than most companies. Park Lane spoils us. Like I said, they are very generous. So twice a year we can earn trips. So that's a little, icing on the cake. Another thing I want to mention to you guys is I've mentioned this a couple times. Park Lane has something we call our direct to point program. So if you are somebody that is on here or somebody that has previous industry experience with another direct sales network marketing company, Park Lane actually recognizes your industry experience and possibly would bring you in at a higher commission rate. That's actually how I was willing to come to Park Lane, because if you think about it, You build experience, just like you would in any other industry. And it's hard to want to leave a company and start all over in direct sales. And so that becomes challenging. And but Park Lane actually recognizes that, and they recognize that you've gained all of this experience, and they are willing to recognize that. So if you've got industry experience, please connect with the person that brought you here in order to find out about our direct appoint program, and if you could be brought in at a higher commission rate. One of the great things too, if you do have previous experience, this will speak to you. At Park Lane, once you grow in our commission structure, you never demote. Once you promote, you never demote. And that is not the case in most companies. So it's not a fear-based compensation plan. So you can feel really good about yourself. Once you hit a higher commission rate, you always stay there. You never go backwards. And that's a really fun place to be. Another thing that's really neat about the company, if fundraising speaks to you, we have a fundraising program built into our company, or Park Lane will give back 50% to the nonprofit that you're working with. So if that's something near and dear to your heart, you can learn more about our fundraising program. Okay, so lots of reasons why we love Park Lane. Let me also say, why now? Okay, that's the fourth question, why now? One of the things I would say is that our online platform has exploded. So I mentioned, I personally did in-home shows for 12 years. Park Lane was traditionally an in-home party company. Not that you can't do that now. You absolutely can. Some are more comfortable than others. But a year ago, we had to go completely online, and we have developed an online platform that is soaring. The customers love it. Our stylist force loves it. And like I said, our team in the last year has grown at 350%. We are the fastest growing, highest producing team within the company. And if you decide to join, we have a platform that literally you just plug, Polish Sharon always says, it's just plug and play. You just pop right in. We give you the resources and you just go with it and soar. So that is one of the reasons why now is an amazing time. I will say too, we are at a tipping point. February 2021 was our largest month we've ever had. So you're coming in at a really great time. We have a brand new spring collection that is just flown off the shelves, literally. We found out yesterday about 6 of our favorite pieces are on stop sale because we had another company in the industry close, and hundreds of ladies have joined, and you can't predict this. And our sales have skyrocketed. And so anyway, those items are on quick order from our manufacturers, but it's flying off the shelves, literally. I also like to say that Park Lane is kind of like a hidden treasure. It's like a ground floor opportunity with a company that has been around for 65 years. Park Lane was at a stage in its business development where it needed that next generation. And if you've never heard of us before, the stylist, invited you, or if you've not been invited to a party before this particular one and your friends don't know about it, you guys, that is a sign that there is so much opportunity in your area. And I highly encourage you to jump on now because you're going to love it. So let me explain the cost to join. We have 3 packages. The first package is $99. And with that, you get a year's website in addition to $500 in jewelry that you pick out. We do have a suggested list that you can order from. There's a second package that's $229. With that, you can get $1,000 in jewelry. Again, a year's website. And then there's a $639 package that you get $2,500 in jewelry and a year's website. So that's the cost. I will say you're going to earn back your investment with package number 1 and 2 in your first party. I can almost guarantee it. So, and your stylist that has invited you can help you do your first party. That's the way we do things, or we as a team can. So the last question is, can you do this? Absolutely. I cannot tell you the support that our team has to set you up for success. We've got an amazing new stylist training program. We've got weekly training you can plug into as little or as much as you want online, as well as through Zoom. You've got all the support that you need. What I always tell people is what you need is about 2 friends, 2 people that are willing to host You can be one and then another one. And you just grow from there because people fall in love with the jewelry. Their wish lists get long. They think, my friends are going to think this is a great price because the sale's awesome. And gosh, those Hostess rewards are awesome. Sure, I'll book a party. So that's the way it works. And then you just grow from there. So I always say, don't let fear stand in your way of something you might love because you have nothing to lose. All you're going to do is gain a little bit more cuteness. Worst case scenario, you look cuter. So anyway, with that being said, I would love to open it up for questions. I might have to jump off. I have a party in just a minute, but there's plenty of our team on here that is willing to answer any questions too. So please raise your hand or unmute yourself if you've got some questions.
Christy, if you leave, will that knock us all off?
You know what? I'll just leave it going.
Okay, just turn off your camera. Okay.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? I'll make you the admin.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for asking that.
Yeah, I was worried about that. Okay.
Okay. Any questions? Yes, Karen. Oh, shoot. Karen, unmute yourself. I'm sorry.
I thought I did. Sorry about that.
There you go. No problem.
How much is the website after the first year?
Good question. $99. And that's the only renewal fee. There's no renewal fee to be a stylist. It's just the $99 website fee.
Okay. So every year it's $99.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions? Did I do that good of a job? Let me see. Let me go to the next page and see if there's anybody's raising their hand. Okay, you guys, I have to tell you with closing words, if anything, I highly suggest hosting a party because getting that feedback from your friends, seeing your stylist work her magic, book a couple parties is going to give you a lot of confidence in doing this. You've got nothing to lose. So at least, book a party with your stylist so that you can give it a try. We call that a decider show, where you're just like, you know what, let me just date this for a minute and see what I think, see what my friends think, and give it a chance. We would love to, of course, have you join us, but we would love for you to be a hostess as well and get the jewelry and share it with your friends. So thank you so much for joining. If you have anybody that might be interested in hearing this on replay, we will be sharing the replay. So feel free to share. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.